Let's head home. What a stylish hat. Okay, woo! That was a long day. That was not 8 or 9 hours, that was 12 hours. And it involved a fair amount of valium and codeine. I'm pretty spaced. Let's see if I can be coherent. That was an interesting day. I'll talk you through it, and I'll remove this stylish hat so we can see how it all ended up. So I got there about 9. The doctor, Dr. Williams, came to see me about past, perhaps, and we went through medical history again, got out some markers. I talked about options for, hairlines, future treatments, how to look after everything. Also said there was a bit of thinning, perhaps right at the crown at the back, for which I will use minoxidil. And then I went upstairs to their little waiting room, had to get changed, had some water, a whole load of pills. I've got some more pills for recovery, and into the room. And yeah, it was a team of about probably 5 different people. So the doctor and a whole load of nurses, everyone was like really professional, really highly trained. And what did they do? It was a mix between laying on my front and then sort of laying on my back but sitting up somewhat. Big old TV in front, and the Virgin Radio, turns out, has some pretty good songs. Although, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the time, a third of the time, I was pretty much nodding off to sleep. Let's see. Anesthetic injections, first of all around the back, so they can yoink, extract, I guess. Injections were a little bit stabby, but not that bad at all. My nerves were fine. And then there was, the extraction, which felt like poking stuff. Well, I couldn't really feel much, but it seemed that it was poking stuff in and yoinkity yoink. I think it was all happening behind me. You don't see exactly what's going on. I think probably because they want to just have you focus on being relaxed and not moving. Took those bits out, and then the doctor came back in, made some incisions in the front with various sized needles or a blade, I don't know. And then it was back to the highly trained, very friendly nurses to place the first round, and it's a mixture of, they had like triples, doubles and singles and some quadruples, and I think what that means is a follicle from the back either has 1, 2, 3 or 4 hairs coming out of it. So they placed them in the incisions or the holes at the front, which apparently are of different sizes depending on the number of hairs per follicle. Did some of that. That was fine as well. Spraying occasionally to keep it clean. I've obviously got all these pillows and things. And that probably took us to about 4 o'clock before I had a break for lunch. There was a mini break before that to have some apple juice and a bar, I guess, like a chewy bar, keep my energy up. I don't think they had anything vegan, but luckily I packed a load of stuff. And then back on the front with one side and then the other side to more yoinkage. And then back on my back again to fill in the rest. And it probably went up to about 9, half 9. So yeah, pretty lengthy. Occasionally I'd feel pinpricks from where they were extracting. So they did a bit more anesthetic injection. Did some of that on the front just to keep it topped up. If I ever said, I can feel a scratch there, they'd come back in and to keep it numb. Super impressed. I found the whole thing really interesting, actually. You could hear them talking and discussing what to do where. There were, as I say, a couple of nurses, each one doing one side to try and, I guess, keep it nice and efficient and quick. Yeah, just really impressed. It was really interesting, really impressive, and I was so grateful to everyone. It was exciting as well. It wasn't like the whole thing was harrowing. I just found it really interesting and bold, and I haven't had anything too major like that happen to me before. So, yeah, then I got a post-op care chat, and I've got a leaflet. I got a stylish Fargo Hair Institute bag with all the pills and instructions in, and a thing to put around the base of my neck when I'm staying at 45 degrees while I sleep tonight. Got to take some more pills tonight. I think codeine, to help me sleep. And that's probably all I can remember right now. This hat sort of, isn't pulling on anything. It's protecting and hiding the back, and of course it's kind of protecting and hiding the front a bit. I think I can wear this for a week, which is cool. And actually I think it kind of suits me. And on the way back, sort of sat down, checked my Google map, random Mancurian, what's the word? Came and sat next to me, had a brief chat with a random guy on the street, headed back here. A bit thirsty, gonna have a motherfucking cup of tea. God, I need tea. And order a Deliveroo, probably get pizza. See what's there. So, I'm gonna call this day 0, and I'm gonna have a look. Careful. So, first thing you might notice, I went for the full shave. Let's just get a look. Wow, okay. A little bit red. Yeah, so that's going to scab up. But that's what it is. Let's have a look there. Let's have a look there. And there's a mirror there. Let's have a look at the back. Actually, I think this doesn't look too bad either. Easy. It's really not supposed to bash it at all. Not even supposed to look down at a phone. So I've got to hold it up. Yeah, so that's interesting. Day 0. Woo! So yeah, in talking to, obviously I had the haircut Saturday to try and get something that might be usable with the operation, but they pointed out, the sides had to be shaved shorter and higher, and of course they needed to take it back to there such that they can blend with the existing hairs. There was some interesting conversation, like the hairs from the back will be thicker, and the hairs on the front of my head are thinner, meaning one hair per follicle. So they wanted to blend that in, so there's nice thick hair at the front, and it will kind of blend with some of the softer ones. It's so strange that I still think this looks pretty good, apart from the really dark monk-esque look. But yeah, pretty happy with that actually, and the hat will make it a bit easier if I want to go out and not gross people out. It's going to be a little bit swollen. The doctor said he had to use quite a lot of anaesthetic on the front, so that might ooze a bit. Hence the keeping elevated, head above the heart, 45 degree sleep. Don't have a travel pillow, which could have been good, but I'm going to wrap up a towel behind my neck. So that's where we are, day 0. That went fine. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Drugs. So I probably don't have too much more to say today. I'm very grateful for to the team. And food, rest, and perhaps tomorrow with the video, I'll show day 1. Probably be tomorrow evening, catching the train in the morning. Going to try and work on the train. Let's see how that works with codeine. Although it probably would have worn off by then. I think I need to spray it tonight. I'm going to check the instructions. I want to get it right. That is me for today. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Feeling pretty all right. Could be the drugs. Could be that I'm genuinely happy with the day. See you tomorrow.